Hello everyone, thanks for watching. Sorry not done a video for a while, but I've had a lot on my mind recently. My grandmother passed away. I also had a problem with a particular YouTuber, and I also want to talk about freedom of speech because it's quite important. This, under Article 10 of the European Human Rights, you're entitled to have debate, discussion, criticism of someone who's a public figure or someone who's on YouTube, someone who's in the public eye. So there are people who get angry because they say you're breaching their privacy. You're not, because if you put yourself out there, you're putting yourself out to be criticised. So don't be surprised if someone talks about you. It happens all the time in the press. If you're famous, you're popular, you're someone who is a regular commentator on YouTube, you can be criticised. So I just wanted to just discuss that briefly, because you have no expectation of privacy when you put yourself on YouTube. So I want to point that out, because there was someone that did send me some messages. I won't mention the name, but they did demand that I take down a video, and it was like, well, I'm sorry, but if you put yourself out there for criticism, don't be surprised if people decide to do a video on you. You know, it happens, you know. Anyway, I've had another issue regarding a YouTuber that's been bothering me for some time, and I thought I'd discuss that in this video. So hopefully you don't mind me talking about it. Right guys, I'm just doing another video today because something's been playing on my mind. I need to get it off my chest and tell you guys about it. I know some of you guys are going to be criticising me, telling me he's a great guy, he would never do that, he'd never do a thing like that. But trust me, I've got tons and tons of messages and screenshots that prove it 100%. So if you really want me to share that with you, I can do. But I'm not happy. I feel like I've been disrespected, treated like crap, and I'm going to explain the whole situation so you can understand where I'm coming from. So, a particular YouTuber did a video regarding he had a fire in his garden, and you probably know where I'm going with this. I promoted his GoFundMe campaign on Facebook. I donated £10 of my own money, which I regret. Then I participated on the 12th of June in a YouTuber auction. Paid the balding reefer on the 13th, waited to be contacted. After 3 days of no contact, I was starting to think, well, what's going on? Is he not going to speak to me? Am I just wasting my time? So I reached out to the balding reefer via Facebook and his website, and I didn't get a reply. And then I went back to the auctioneer. Now the auction was being run by Pond and Garden. I won't mention the name of the auctioneer, but I will just say that we'll call him the auctioneer for now, okay? Basically I contacted him and said, can you get in touch with the balding reefer, because he's not replying to me. So I waited a total of 6 days and I didn't get any contact, and I thought, right, I'm not going to waste my time anymore. So I went to the GoFundMe people and asked for a refund. They were good enough to refund me, and then lo and behold, the balding reefer contacts me and says, I'm sorry I've not been in touch. Yes, I did get the details from the auctioneer on the 12th. I should have been in touch with you before now. I do apologise. Can we try again and work things out? Would you mind paying GoFundMe again, and then we'll get this out to you as soon as. And I thought, okay, great, fantastic. So then I waited a week. I didn't hear anything. Then he sent me a message on the Thursday saying he's going to be shipped out, which never happened. And then I was just waiting to see what was going off. I went on to his live stream on his YouTube channel to find out what's going off, because he'd not contacted me in over a week, and I think that's pretty crap, really. Me having to find out why there's a delay by going onto someone's live stream because they don't contact me is really poor customer service. Anyway, on that live stream I sort of tried to politely remind him that I've got an order with you, will you send it? And he didn't really go into much detail, perhaps talking about some yogiyashi food that he was going to put in with it as a goodwill gesture. And I thought, oh, that would be quite nice, but I never asked for it, to be honest with you. I just wanted the food to be delivered. And then it just spiralled out of control. More time was going on, another promise broken, and then he said he'd send it out on a Friday. Then I asked for the tracking number, and I heard nothing for like 8 days. And eventually he turned around and said to me, yes, we have dispatched it 48-hour parcel force, and that was it really. I asked for the tracking number again. He said, I'll get it to you, no problems, the next day. He never did. Again, I asked for it again and again and again, and he seems really reluctant to give it to me. So then we got up to, basically, I had enough at this point. Just to summarise things. So week 1, no contact. Week 2, promise to send. Week 3, no contact. Week 4, contact, then says you will post on the Friday. Nothing has been delivered, no tracking, number provided, refusal to give tracking number basically. And then I basically had enough basically, and I sent him an email basically detailing everything that's gone off through this whole 4-week period. Obviously we're into week 5 now, and I just said, refund me, I've had enough. And then he kept saying, well, can you give me your account number and I'll refund you. I've offered to send it out to you again, at my cost obviously, and I'll get the money refunded by Parcel Force probably. That's not my problem, that's your problem. Yeah. A repeated thing he kept saying to me was, I'm busy, I'll get to you as soon as I can, I'm boiling up fish, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And it's like a constant stream of excuses all the time. Why are you busy? I even tried ringing him at one point. He said he'd ring me back, never did. Something about breaking down in the van, I could understand that, certainly. But he never, phoned me back to discuss whatever I was trying to talk to him about. And it was like an ongoing process of me chasing all the time, and I got sick of it. So I didn't want to give my account details to this guy. It's being paid through PayPal. Don't know why can't you go to GoFundMe and get them to refund me again. I did try and go to PayPal and GoFundMe again to try and get a second refund. I think that was at week 3.5. I think we were in. But for some reason they declined my request for a refund. Probably because they've already done it once and they thought, well, it's wasting our time. Why would we don't need to refund him a second time? So ultimately, the bowling reefer said he would pay me. I think it was last night, 8 p.m, which he didn't do. He did it this morning actually. So I have been refunded my £100 back. So this whole situation has been completely ridiculous, and I can't even believe I'm having to do a video about it. I didn't want to do a video about this. I didn't want to talk about the situation. I didn't want to give the bowling reefer any sort of bad feedback. But because of the way I've been treated, I felt like I had no choice. One of the things he keeps saying is he's done nothing wrong. Well, who's at fault? Me? For buying off you? Seriously? On your website you clearly state that you do fast delivery, and this is not fast at all. So it's a bloody joke, that is. So as I've stated, everything in the video is alleged. But saying that, I've got screenshots. I've got copies of all conversations between myself and the balding reefer that prove everything I'm saying is true. And I just want to state the fact that I wouldn't recommend purchasing online from the balding reefer in the future. He recently reached out to me because I put some posts on Facebook pond groups. I didn't mention him by name. I didn't call him out. I didn't name and shame him. However, because of this ridiculous situation, I think people need to know about it, But one thing I will say is he has refunded me, finally. But in hindsight, what you should have done, Mr. Balding Reefer, if you thought something was going to take a long time to get to me, you should have sent what you've got in the meantime to show some willingness that you're going to send it to me. But to expect me to consistently wait week after week after week after week to get something, and that gets possibly lost in the post. I can excuse it getting lost in the post. I can excuse that because I have experience as a courier. I've worked with couriers. I understand that business quite well. But the previous weeks doesn't excuse the lack of communication. Now you say you have reached out to me a few times, and I won't deny you haven't. You have. But there has been occasions and times where I've not had a response for an entire week. In fact, there have been 2 weeks in the timeline that you didn't talk to me. So I just want to tell you guys my experience. Obviously I know a lot of you guys will criticise what I'm saying here, and you will say he's a good guy, you know, you could have waited a bit longer. But how long should I wait, you know? Don't you think 4 weeks is enough time? I think 2 weeks is enough. I've had deliveries from Australia, Singapore, California, New York, where else? The Philippines, and they take less than 2 weeks to get to me. He's based in the UK. There's no excuse. Even if you order something from Japan, I've had lenses delivered from Japan, and they take about 9 days on average to get to me. So to turn around and say I've done nothing wrong, it's a bit of a kick in the you know what. And you know, I just feel like I've been disrespected all along through this. Like, I don't matter. And when I see him swanning around, selling lots of koi fish, making lots of money, I'm not saying you don't have a right to make any money, but asking for people to donate to a GoFundMe seems a bit rich. And I'm not the only one to think this. And he's had some feedback from other people who've criticised him because of that. And I did at some point say, don't listen to the bad trolls that you might get criticising you. But based on how I've been treated, I can't say I would recommend the Balding Reefer. So I can understand some of you guys wanting to unsubscribe to my channel if you don't like this video because of what I've said. But I'm just telling you the truth about what's happened. But those of you who do follow my stuff and do want to keep watching and do subscribe to my channel, I do appreciate 100% you guys watching my stuff. I just want to say I'm just not too happy with the situation, and it's not what I would call great customer service, so there you go. Anyway guys, got a bit of a noise going off in the background, so I just want to sign off now. Have a nice weekend, hope you have an enjoyable week, and keep safe. Drink lots of liquids because it's going to get really hot. They think it's going to get probably to 40 degrees. So have a nice day, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.